Hi friends, hope you enjoyed my previous sessions of Data Mining Unit 1. Today onwards I am going to discuss about Data Mining Unit 2. So in this session I am going to discuss about importance of Unit 2, topics of Unit 2. So later I'll discuss one topic, that is association rule mining and its application. Before going to discuss about association rule mining and its application, do like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell icon. Now data mining unit 2. So as per university syllabus, so these are the contents available in the data mining unit 2. First one is association rules. So in that I discuss problem definition, frequent item set generation, the a priori principle, support and confidence measures, association rule generation, a priori algorithm, the partition algorithms, FP growth algorithms. So compact representation of frequent item set, maximal frequent item set, closed frequent item set. So these are the topics available in data mining unit 2. Now unit 2 data mining. The first topic which I am going to discuss so in this session, that is association rules. Now association rules problem definition. Now, just I want to give the overview of the association rule mining. So why this association rule mining and the simple definition of association rule. Later, I'll give the applications of association rules. Now, association rule mining. Finding frequent patterns, associations, correlations, or casual structures among sets of items or objects in transactional databases, relational databases, and other information repositories. So as I discussed about these transactional databases and relational databases, so if you want, you can watch my previous videos by using above link. Now, I want to discuss about frequent patterns, associations, correlations. See, if you get the good knowledge about these terms, so you will get the clear idea about association rule mining. Now, frequent patterns. A frequent pattern is a pattern, a set of items, subsequences, graphs, so on, that occurs frequently in a databases. Suppose, for example, to better understanding about frequent patterns, so if you want to purchase a grocery item in a supermarket, so obviously sometimes, see, if you purchase one grocery item, along with that grocery item you may purchase another item also. So along with one grocery item you may purchase another grocery items. For example, so if you want to purchase toothbrush, so obviously you are going to purchase toothpaste also. So I can say that this is also one of the examples of frequent patterns. So hope you understand the concept of frequent patterns. Now, associations. So an association defines a relationship between two entity objects based on common attributes. The relationship can be one-to-one or one-to-many. So now, by seeing one example, you will get the idea about associations. Now see, an example of a relationship is a one-to-many association between departments and employee. Age-old story. So in the relational databases, see, so in the relational databases, I have a two tables. So that is department table and employee table. So sometimes higher authority may see the department table. So sometimes, so higher authority may see the employee view. So in case, see, if they want, they can see the department view as well as employee view. So I can say that this is also one of the examples of association between departments and employees. Now correlations. So it is used to study the closeness of the relationship between two or more objects. So obviously I discussed in the previous slide. So if you want to purchase toothbrush, obviously you are going to purchase a toothbrush also. This is called correlations. Now see the example. Now see the definition of association rule mining. So finding frequent patterns, associations, correlations are casual structure among sets of items or objects. So obviously, so if you want to purchase this kind of information from your data, so obviously we have to maintain so transactional databases or relational databases. See if there are any other repositories also, so you can find these patterns, associations, correlations, or causal structure among sets of items. So hope you understand the concept of association rule mining. Now see applications of association rule mining. So there are few applications of data mining, association rule mining. So now first one is basket data analysis, cross marketing, catalog design, loss leader analysis, clustering, classification, so on. So apart from this, just I want to explain about market data analysis. Just like, so in data mining, market basket analysis or basket data analysis ruling the world. Just because of this thing only, so supermarkets are growing like anything. Now see, basket data analysis. Market basket analysis is a process of determining groups or set of items which customers are likely to purchase together. Suppose for example, if you want to purchase one computer, along with that, so computer you may purchase a some MS Office CD or else antivirus CD. So it is the process of finding relationships or association between various items which are found in a single transaction. So like that, n number of customers may purchase so one product with another product. So I can say that this is a basket data analysis. Now see the one example. By using this example, you will get the idea about market basket analysis. Now see, let us consider an example of association rule mining, which is based on market basket analysis. So if a manager of all computer branch desire to know about the buying habits of the customers, suppose your computer manager, if a manager of all computer branch desire to know about the buying habits of the customers, then he or she performs market basket analysis. So suppose data is stored in large amount, some space, right? So from that databases or data warehousing, so if we want to retrieve by using some queries, it's maybe a difficult task. So in that cases, obviously, so we have a data mining techniques. Now consider a query. So what are the items that will be purchased frequently by the customers? So as I discussed earlier about employee table. Suppose if you want to know the salary of the employee. So obviously, see in the employee table there are few attributes. So for retrieving a salary of the employees, I need not to choose all the attributes. So instead of all the attributes, so employee ID and employee salary is really useful. So instead of all the attributes, that's the reason. A query, what are the items that will be purchased frequently by the customers? So if we consider that related attributes, then we can get the data about frequently by the customers. To answer this query, market basket analysis carried out.